Go to London and speak to Jonathan Offei-Ansah, an Africa analyst, the founder of the Africa Briefing magazine. Jonathan, welcome to the program. Are parts of Nigeria becoming ungovernable now?
Yes, it is becoming ungovernable. And what has happened in Kwara State must be understood as more than a tragic massacre. It is a window into Nigeria's evolving security crisis. And this was not just a chaotic raid by opportunistic bandits. I mean, it was rather a coordinated nighttime operation against defenseless rural communities carried out with chilling discipline and intent.
But there seems to be a multitude of threats, Jonathan. You have terrorists, you have armed gangs, you've got herder communities as well fighting against other rural communities. How does the government even begin to address this issue? Is it simply a case of just putting hundreds of soldiers in different locations and just show that they're better armed than anybody else who might confront them? That wouldn't work, surely. It's just too simplistic.
Well, it sounds simplistic, but look, these terrorist attacks and bandit attacks, have been going on for more than a decade now. Okay, I mean, until recently, most of these terrorist attacks by Boko Haram and the others occurred mainly in the northeastern part of the country, whereas the bandit attacks also and the header attacks against local communities happen in the central part of the country. By these days, it seems it's getting much more widespread, right? And the Nigerian government and the Nigerian security forces need to plan effective ways to counter this worsening security situation.
What about the American troops being in Nigeria now? Donald Trump has threatened to take some sort of action. He mistakenly has accused some groups of targeting Nigeria's Christian community. And we know that actually people who are terrorizing the population are not distinguishing between Muslims or Christians. Everybody is a potential victim. But if Donald Trump decides to get involved, that could be seriously dangerous for Nigeria, could it not?
Yeah, I mean, look, I must say that President Trump is woefully misinformed. If he keeps on thinking that these attacks are against only Christians, I mean, he's misinformed just as he's misinformed about, the so-called white genocide in South Africa. Yes, I believe that the U.S. airstrikes on Christmas Day last year, okay, and again, the deployment of some troops into Nigeria earlier this week, I mean, to me, it's a step in the right direction. Look, the Nigerian military, look, these latest attacks, most of them are coming from the Sahel downward because Western Nigeria, you know, um, uh, wasn't prone to such attacks. So the government, the security forces need any help it can get. So for the U.S. to deploy some troops to help with intelligence and other things, is actually a step in the right direction.
Jonathan Offei-Ansah. Thank you, Jonathan.